Buff Nation, it is that time to upset TCU, guys. I'm going to give you my keys to the game because regardless of what the trolls will say online or the casuals who quote unquote are following this team, man, come on, man. We're not going up against Ohio State. No, man. Anybody can be beat in the Big 12 any given Saturday. All right. Look at Cincinnati and Iowa State right now. I'm going to get into my keys of the game. Like, subscribe, comment, all of that. Your keys to the game. A few things I want to break down right here. Thanks to DNVR, we are averaging 147 rushing yards a game. That's fantastic. Kaidon Salter has been a big reason why our running attack has been much better. And of course, the offensive line. But Kaidon Salter, even though he hasn't been very good in the fourth quarters and crunch time in some of these situations, he was one of the reasons, I'll say, that we were in this game against BYU going into the fourth quarter, man. So we need Kaidon Salter to pick up another 50 yards of rushing, at least in this game against TCU. We need Draylon Miller not to Kalen Taylor, Michael Welsh to continue their fantastic play. Michael Welsh averaging 5.1 yards a carry. Draylon Miller averaging 6.1 after last week. We need to run for well over 5 yards a carry collectively in order to have a chance in this game, not only to score, but to limit TCU's possessions. They got a high-flying passing attack, as you can see, 320 yards a game to our 210. We need to play a bend but don't break defense. So if we're able to win time of possession, that's helpful, right? Kaidon Salter, if he's going to pass, just all he has to do is just change a couple things. Don't take 3 dumb sacks. Don't try and be him. Just make your first read. If it's there, throw it. If not, look at your second read, throw it. If it's open. And then if not, tuck it and run. We need him to play as composed in the fourth quarter as he is in the first and second quarters, man. We really need that. Third down efficiency. We're going to have to be better. 38% to 57. Points allowed, 22.8 to Colorado, 21.5 to TCU. These defenses are both vulnerable. Red zone offense, 91%. When we get the ball in the red zone, we score. It's just about getting there, right? TCU's 78%, a lot less efficient. We need to play that bend, but don't break. Keep them to field goals, maybe force a turnover on downs. That would be fantastic. Now, shout out to Profit X, flagship sponsor of David Talks Broncos. It's peer-to-peer sports prediction, which means, guys, you get the best odds on things. And you can see right here, plus 450 for Colorado. That's nice. I had to throw a little bit of profit cash on that. Look at the spread, man. Plus 13.5. I believe that TCU deserves to be favored in this game, but that is offensive, man. We're going to play them tough, man. And so earlier this week, I put some profit cash down on Colorado covering the spread. And today, that throw $5 of profit cash on there, plus 450 odds, man. That's great. Use my promo code Dave, get up to $200 of profit cash in your first 30 days playing. Terms and conditions apply. Again, shout out to Profit X, available in 40 plus states. They are fantastic. I love predicting and playing on Profit X. Now, a few other things that I do want to get to. Again, Kaidon Salter. Is he going to channel this anger, this frustration that he's had? I mean, I've been very critical, less so of his play, more so of his lack of demonstration of mental toughness and composure in crunch time. Leadership, lack of leadership. The leash might be getting a little short again. Very well if we lose this game. I wouldn't be surprised to see Julian Lewis start next week in Boulder hosting Iowa State. Kaidon Salter, now's your time, man, to step up. Have that Mamba mentality. Channel that anger, the hurt, the frustration, and fuel better play out of yourself, man. 68.8% completion last week against BYU. That's great. He's at 67% on the year. Just need to limit the few boneheaded plays that he's made. That can be corrected, as I broke down earlier in this video. We need at least 50 rushing yards from him. Be who you are, okay? We need you to play the best game of your Colorado career, no doubt, to get this victory. But like I said, guys, it is possible. It is absolutely possible in the Big 12, no doubt about it. And we need our defense, man, to step up. Somebody outside of Tafik Bayard, right? Reggie Hughes, Martavius French, Sean Myers, like our linebackers have to play amazing today, especially being down a handful of defensive linemen. Amari McNeil, Jaheim Otis, Anquin Barnes, man. These guys need to play with some pride. They got something to go out there and prove. They're trying to come out in Fort Worth, TCU is, and embarrass us for what we did to them last time. We need to take that personally. Yes, I've commented about how I feel like this team lacks leadership. But sometimes when you're put in a rowdy environment, that can force you to come together and to play for each other. Iron sharpens iron, right? What's the saying? There's some other saying like that. It doesn't even matter, man. Will this team come together in a rowdy environment and beat the odds, man? And upset, pull up another TCU upset? I think there's a possibility that could happen, y'all. So I'm going to be back with my post game afterwards. Hopefully, it will be a celebration. We'll have to see, man. The Buffs were not too far away, man. Again, a lot of people that's following this casually, they're just always doom and gloom. You're either elite or you're trash. So they throw Colorado in that trash, man. Right now, all of our opponents we've lost to are undefeated, man. That's insane. That's insane. And we have played teams tough, but we have not finished in crunch time. Can we show, just like last year's team, it got better throughout the year? Can we show that this team as well can get better throughout the year as well and finish a game in the fourth quarter? Show some killer instinct that they've lacked in the first half of the season. Man, I sure hope we see it, man. Go Buffs.